Lakers in Cleveland tonight. Is this LeBron's last game in the land, or his last game in a Lakers uniform in the land, or neither? Dave McMenamin writing, multiple team and league sources told ESPN the Cavs would gladly welcome James back this summer if he wanted to return, bro, to Cleveland for his 24th NBA season and third stint with the team. That's from McMenamin. Your reaction to this news?
Well, I think there was a time over the last few years when the Cavaliers would not have gladly welcomed LeBron back. Not because of any animosity or anything, but if I was Donovan Mitchell a few years ago and I'm like,
I'm going to do this on my own.
Right.
I got this.
When LeBron comes in, he takes over. It's everything about, especially in Cleveland. We can do it, all right? But now after probably 4 years where they have really good regular seasons, even this year in a great regular season, but it ends in disappointing fashion in the playoffs, then you should welcome LeBron. LeBron going there in the Eastern Conference, they would definitely have a shot. And
yeah,
I would say the second greatest way for LeBron to end his career would be going back to Cleveland and helping them win another championship. Maybe some would say the greatest. I'm saying the greatest.
Would be the Knicks.
No.
Oh.
Well, that's a good one, though, would be to go to Golden State and he and Steph win a championship.
Can I just quickly before you go?
Because that would be a circus throughout the whole season. Those two on tour.
Note to self, Brews top 10 greatest LeBron final acts.
Oh, yeah.
Power rank.
Those are we
I
could
just
do
love
that.
it all.
Knicks is a good one, too.
Yeah, listen, the Warriors would it would feel like it wouldn't feel like he would be joining Steph's team.
The thing is that I hear it quickly. I'll hear you on that, but Steph's team ain't no good. I mean,
right.
it'd be
And
one
it's
thing
gone.
if the
Draymond
Warriors
would be
were
gone.
rolling and close and with Steph and they don't need LeBron. They would need a LeBron. Like, they're not a good team, and he would be lifting them.
Or Steph could join him in Cleveland. Steph's from Akron as well. Everybody forgets that.
Yeah,
Born at the
that's a good
same hospital. Or the neutral site. They could go to your team, Charlotte, where Steph's like, I've been saying that for regardless. To stay here, here's the thing that is, to me, patently obvious about LeBron. And I said it a year ago, and I will say it again. He's just never going to be bad. Mm-hmm. And I think where he's at right now, Brew, is just his floor once he's in game shape. We saw his actual floor the first 2 weeks of the year, and he's struggling to get 10 points. And I think folks understandably were like, ooh, like it took longer than it's taken for anyone else, but Father Time caught up with him. And he said, he was like, no, I just never have not had a training camp. And this was my training camp. And now he's just 22, 7, and 6, which again, that is not vintage LeBron, but it's
very good.
Super impactful, effective basketball player.
Absolutely.
The Lakers' fit is awful. And I have been hard on Rob Pelinka in the past. That is not anyone's fault. When you had him and LeBron and Anthony Davis was a great fit. Right. Trading Anthony Davis for Luka is a no-brainer. You have to do it. LeBron and Luka is an awkward fit that they did their best to make work. LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves when he comes back is a nonsensical fit. You have the oldest player in the league and then two guys who want the ball and can't or don't defend. So it's just that's not going to fit. Right. So I don't think he's done playing. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's anywhere near the place where he can't be a very valuable piece on a championship team. I still think with the right team, Brew, he can be the second best guy on a championship team. I don't think that's the way the Lakers are built. The Cavs, it's interesting. If Donovan's your best guy, if he's your second best guy, if you have those big Mobley and Jared Allen to defend, what does that do? And I would love to see him finish his career back out east, be it on the Cavs or the Knicks. And I don't think he is going to demand. I think for the Cavs, he might do it for very little money.
Well, he would have to.
Yeah, well, right. That should.
Yeah, I mean,
the only reason this is a possibility is because the contract expires, I'm free agent, I'll sign for whatever.
If he really like Cleveland makes a ton of sense. You know, you could go there. You're just there a year. You're at home. I'm sure his family would stay in L.A., but you know, you're at home, so maybe that's doable. And I would think LeBron's last act should not be based on money. I mean, obviously he's got a ton of money. If he wants to go there, you know, and it means the veterans minimum or whatever it is, then he could do it, and it'd be a fantastic last act.
Are you ruling out the Wizards?
I also don't think KW. It should be based. His last act though should be based off the best possible place to get ring number 5. I think it has to be a story.
I agree.
Like it either has to be going home to Cleveland, your story of where could me and Steph play together.
I like that.
Or, you know what, he's always talked about MSG. And the Knicks also might have thought 2 years ago, no, we wouldn't want him. We're building this. Last year, we're building this.
Well,
let's see how this year goes.
Mike Brown coached him, and they had a lot of success in Cleveland.
So
Giannis, Brunson, and LeBron?
Whew.
I don't think they're going to get Giannis,
ferocious.
bro. They traded all their picks away. They're not going to be able to get Giannis.
But Giannis is making a request.
I understand, but
Milwaukee's got to do what's best for them.
Yeah, they can't.
Try to do it best for both, but they got to.
Gave you 13 years. Get brought you guys a championship. Joe Brady, he's the new coach of the Bills, and he will still call the plays. Nick, you were concerned about Mr. Brady having too much on his plate. Is this good news or bad news for Josh?
I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, I know people are not going to believe me when I say this. I promise this is true. Assuming the Chiefs don't win every Super Bowl the rest of Josh's career, which is what I would like to have happen, I hope Josh wins one.
Yeah, of course.
I truly,
And Lamar?
Yeah, I'd like to see all great players get one, but it's less about Josh. It's more about Bills fans. So, like, I don't look at the Ravens as, like, tortured fan base. Okay. They had multiple championships.
Bills fans.
I feel like really deserve one, and they have. And so I really do hope at some point the Bills get one. And I don't think this is good news. I don't think asking Joe Brady, who 2.5 years ago, you had he's on your staff, you have an offensive coordinator opening, and he's not your OC, he's your quarterback's coach, and then he gets a battlefield promotion when you fire Ken Dorsey, and now he's not only your head coach, but he's also having to multitask as head coach. I don't think that's the best way forward for the team. And when they said they wanted a CEO type head coach, that's not your young offensive play call and whiz kid guy. It doesn't feel like this has been a coherent process from the firing of McDermott to this. And so it doesn't mean he won't be good at play calling. I think he's been good at play calling. But there's so much more to being an NFL head coach than calling the right offensive plays.
I love it. 16 head coaches started this season calling plays. Like, it's commonplace, including several first-year guys. Ben Johnson, Kellen Moore, Liam Cohen, Shane Steichen did it in Indy, when he was first. Like, half the league, most of the offensive head coaches also call plays. So I don't know why we would think Joe Brady can't do it when all these other guys can do it. I mean, Kevin O'Connell, Andy, it just go on and on. Dave Canales, I don't think it's the big deal you're saying. So I like it because I think the offense is going to be fine. The question is the defense. And that if they fall off, it's because they didn't get the right defensive guy. But offensively, they're going to cook.
I agree with Brew. I think it's good for now because we don't know what we don't know. We will come to know how good he is at managing the game. But to your point, all those coaches you mentioned, Kellen Moore, Ben Johnson, they even had a different task, more so difficult, because they were dealing with young guys under center, young quarterbacks. You have Josh Allen. So you call the play, once the play has been called, he has the rest. He can make the adjustments. You trust what he's going to put your team into. And as far as from a schematic standpoint, the best play, you can opt out, whatever the case may be, you trust that he has it from there. And you then can do your due diligence as being a head coach moving forward, X's and O's. How are we going to play moving forward? What are we going to do? So I don't mind it. But until we see how he manages the game, we won't fully know. Now, a lot of coaches, to your point, have handled it just fine. But those coaches you also mentioned have what I mentioned the other day. They have a former head coach on their roster.
I like that. I
like
thought
that
was
is
a good
huge.
point.
That's smart.
Like when you are a young head coach and you haven't had the responsibility of that before, it is incumbent upon you to really have somebody who can really you can go to their room and say, hey, what would you do? What did you do in this situation? Just to kind of pick their brain and then help you and assist you in areas where you might be deficient. Not that you can't grow in those areas.
Sure. So here, I understand all that, and I get your point that it is not rare. Right. I guess my theoretical counterpoint would be, yeah, it's not rare. And it's also one of the reasons that every year a quarter, and this year a third of the league is turning over head coaches. You know what I mean? Is that a lot of teams are trying this, and a lot of teams a couple years in or 3 years in, it's like that didn't work, and we're churning coaches. And so it is the way the league is going. I just wonder if it is because the best coaches in the league, most of them do it. It doesn't mean everyone can do it. Like McVay does it, Reed does it. I think Shanahan does it. I think most people right now think those are the three best offensive-minded head coaches in football. I don't know that it means that everyone can do it or should be doing it. And
a lot of these guys have done it well. Steichen, Schottenheimer did it this year. And it went well.
Right, but you're talking, and I guess I would have to just quickly
Zach
try
Taylor
to remember.
Even does it.
Yeah, and I don't think
but their offense is fine.
Yeah, but
the defense.
Right, but so my question, but the game management stuff,
Correct.
the holistic things, and are one of the, if you are the offensive-minded head coach and the play caller, I'm not even just talking about, do we challenge, do we use a timeout? I'm talking about the parts of your job that happen before Sunday. Are those neglected because you are so invested in just your side of the ball?
I think that's a fair.
And so, like Mike McDaniel did it. And Mike McDaniel's offense, when he had a healthy Tua, was always humming. And it seemed like other things fell by the wayside. Maybe Josh Allen can, hold up a wall to that and prevent that. It just concerns me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.